Today's gonna be a good episode. What's going on, everyone? Alex here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about Peak Designs Everyday Backpack version 2 30-liter. Ever since I got into filmmaking and photography, my odd obsession with backpacks has just like slowly just started going up and up and up and up and up and up, and then it's gotten out of hand. I mean, my first bag was the Langley Alpha Globetrotter backpack. Really good backpack. I really did enjoy this. I liked that you can access everything from the inside right there. But the top pouch it didn't seem like it was holding enough, especially when I'm traveling. If I'm gonna pack some clothes, especially if I'm going out of town for like 3 to 4 nights, it's just not enough. Also, it's kind of, if you look at it here, it's just kind of wide. Not really like a fan of how wide it was. And next up is this. This is the Lowepro 450 Pro Tactic backpack. And it seems like every YouTuber has this backpack. Kind of why I got it to begin with, but it's still a great backpack regardless of it. It fit all of my gear amazingly. It's not super comfortable. The straps are a little dainty, a little bit, but it did hold all of my gear. That's the problem. It just seemed to hold gear. I had no room for clothes or anything like that, especially if I was traveling. I wasn't able to fit clothes that could last up to 3 to 4 days, which brings us to this. This is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 30-liter version 2. And like I said, I've been using this backpack for roughly maybe 2 weeks now, maybe 3. I got this right before a work trip to Florida. I was there for about 5 days. I was able to pack my camera, 2 lenses, accessory pouch, switch pod. I was able to pack a medium packing cube as well as a toiletry bag in this top compartment right here. And I was maybe at this second latch right here. I still had room if I wanted to. I mean, if I really wanted to pack this thing, I could just go all the way to the top. The only problem is with the everyday backpack that other people on YouTube have talked about is when you do pack it to the brim, just like this, you kind of leave this opening there, right there, that anything could just kind of get into. It kind of stops it from being weatherproof or weather resistant. But I didn't have to use that top latch. That's what blew my mind. Overall, I'm super happy with this bag so far. I was a little worried because version 1, there were things I really liked about it. But the number one thing that, like, across the boards that no one liked about version 1 Everyday Backpack were the straps. They said the straps were just thin and they just dug into your shoulders. I was so happy to hear that version 2's straps just got beefier and more comfortable. And I was happy to see this other little feature. It's magnetized. The straps are magnetized. Using this in Florida with the rolling bag, I was like blown away. I loved how it was just all kind of neat, stuck together, and then you can actually open this up, and this slides on the arms. Traveling with this backpack so far has been absolutely amazing. I love how comfortable it is. So far, I haven't had a problem with storing as many things as I need to when I'm traveling. And I was a little worried about how I would access the camera from the side like this when you open it up. But so far, I'm loving it. It's super easy, it's super convenient. And the inside of it, you have all these like layers here. Another helpful feature of this backpack are the inserts. They are Velcro, so you can take them out, you can move them around, you can kind of customize it to your liking. This is the thing I love about it, is when you take out the inserts and you move them around, the layout of the bag on the inside, they've got these little indentions. And then on the insert, you can kind of see this little black line, and that is to line up where the indentions are. And again, those little thoughtful details really set the bar high for a bag like this. I think it's super intuitive, and I just really can't speak highly enough about this backpack. Beer break. If anyone's a fan of New Belgium, this Oak Spire bourbon barrel ale, pretty good. I almost forgot. Up here we have a laptop sleeve that you can put your laptop in. Goes pretty deep. You got another little sleeve right here. Doesn't go as far down, but that's for a tablet. And then this little guy right here, you got this little, you can see it right there. You got this little pouch right here. I love that the material is stretchy. It's been amazing. I store like my wallet. Sometimes I take my glasses off and I'll put them in there. And then I've stored a couple quick access things like a battery bank for when I'm charging my phone on the go. And then you got these little, you got these two pockets as well right here. And all the little pockets, all the little compartments, I love finding them. I love it. And the one that everyone talks about is, so right here, when you open up the top pouch, you've got another pocket right there. And again, it's magnetized. And to me, it's great. I love it. And one of the last things I want to touch on is the overall just aesthetic and look of it. It just, to me, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bag. It definitely is worth the price. The design, the thoughtfulness of every little thing in this bag, it really is. It's absolutely amazing. Another feature that they did in this bag versus the version 1 is that they've got the new zippers here. And so far, I really haven't had an issue, as you can see, just closing that. They haven't broke, they haven't caught a hitch. They're just super easy to open. Love it. Okay, the Peak Design Everyday Backpack version 2, 30 liter. That's definitely the bag that I recommend, especially if you're traveling for an extended period of time, like let's say 5 days. For me, that was I will say 5 days was probably the limit. If you're traveling over 5 days, I probably wouldn't recommend this bag. I'd probably go with something else. Perhaps the Peak Designs, I think it's 45 liter travel backpack, which I did look into, but it just kind of ended up looking really too bulky. I also like having a backpack that I can just slide underneath the front seat and not worry about having to put it in an overhead bin. Well, that about wraps up this video. Please consider subscribing if you aren't already. Tap that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Oh, and remember, shoot to create.